Somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, there's a group of islands where life runs on a different clock. The air smells clean, the grass really is that green, and the only traffic jam you're likely to run into is a herd of cows casually crossing the road. This is the Azores. 9 islands, each with its own personality, all with a way of making you slow down without even realizing it. This is Top Dog Traveler. Today, we're sharing what it's like to explore these islands for the first time. Not just the big sights you've seen online, but the small moments that stay with you long after you've left this one-of-a-kind destination in the middle of the Atlantic. Let's start with the basics. Where are we? The Azores belong to Portugal, but they sit about 1,000 miles from the mainland. The 9 islands are split into 3 groups: Eastern, Central, and Western. They're volcanic, green, and surrounded by an ocean that can be calm and glassy one day, wild and churning the next. And here's the fun part. Each island feels completely different. Some have a lively, bustling energy. Others, you might feel like you've got the whole place to yourself. Before we hop from island to island, it's worth knowing a bit about their story. Nobody lived here until the Portuguese arrived in the 1400s. Over time, these islands became a stop for ships crossing the Atlantic. Whalers, traders, explorers. That mix of people and stories shaped who and what you find here today. Life still moves at an unhurried pace. People care for the land and sea because they depend on them. Farming, fishing, and family remain at the heart of it all. Even in the bigger towns, you can feel that sense of connection. Most visitors start on São Miguel, and it's a good introduction. It's the largest island and the main gateway for flights. They call it the Green Island. And it's no exaggeration. Rolling hills, crater lakes, and roads lined with hydrangeas. Sete Cidades is the headliner here. 2 lakes inside a volcanic crater, one blue, one green. Even if you've seen it in photos, standing there in person hits differently. Then there's Furnace, a place where the ground literally steams, and locals cook a stew called cozido by burying it in the hot earth. And of course, the cows. People joke that there are more cows than people here, and they seem to be everywhere. You'll spot them grazing against ocean backdrops, and sometimes blocking the road. They also happen to be the source of the island's incredible dairy. From São Miguel, it's just a short hop to its sunny neighbor, a place that honestly feels almost like a different world. Santa Maria soaks up more sun and, well, less rain than the others. It's one of the few islands here with golden sand beaches. And Praia Formosa is the clear postcard favorite. The villages are small, the days just feel long, and in August, the Mare de Agosto music festival brings so much life and energy. The rest of the time, it's a place for slow mornings and quiet walks. Leaving the eastern group behind, we head into the central group of islands, where honestly each island has its own flavor and rhythm. Terceira has this really lively spirit. Angra do Heroísmo, the main town, is a UNESCO site with colorful buildings and cobblestone streets that feel straight out of, like, a storybook. In summer, you might see touradas, a corda, rope bullfighting. It's not like Spain's version. The bulls aren't harmed, and it's more of a neighborhood event than a sport. While you're here, you should try alcatra, beef slow-cooked in a clay pot until it's just melt-in-your-mouth tender. From Terceira, the horizon is totally dominated by one unmistakable landmark, a mountain that seriously seems to rise right out of the sea. Pico is impossible to miss. Portugal's tallest mountain stands proudly here. If you're up for the climb, the views from the top will take your breath away and stay with you for a lifetime. At ground level, you'll find vineyards growing in black lava rock, protected from wind and salt by stone walls. The wine here has a taste all its own. Pico is also prime whale-watching territory. Sperm whales live here year-round, and in spring, you might just catch a glimpse of a blue whale. From the heights of Pico, we sail to a place with a sailor's heart and a volcanic past. Faial is famous among sailors. The Horta Marina is covered in murals left by crews from around the world, each one telling its own story. The Capelinhos volcano is the other big draw. Its 1950s eruption left behind a stark, otherworldly landscape right beside the ocean. From here, we head to an island of cliffs, cheese, and hidden farmland. São Jorge is long and narrow, with dramatic cliffs dropping to small, flat patches of land called fajas. These tiny stretches are where people farm, fish, and live close to the sea. The island's Queijo São Jorge, a tangy, rich cheese, is worth the trip alone. A short hop away lies one of the quietest islands in the group with a charm all its own. Graciosa feels slow and unhurried. Whitewashed houses and red-roofed windmills dot the landscape. The Caldera, a large volcanic crater, hides a cave with an underground lake, a peaceful, almost secret spot. From the calm of Graciosa, we journey west, far west, to where the Atlantic feels wilder. Flores earns its name every summer when hydrangeas line the roads in blue and pink, and waterfalls spill down cliffs after the rains. It's remote, and you can feel it. But that's exactly what makes it special. And just a little further is the smallest island of them all, and maybe the most peaceful. Corvo is home to just one village and a few hundred residents. The Caldeirão crater with its lakes and green slopes is the main site here. But the real magic is the quiet. If you're enjoying this is exactly what we do here on Top Dog Traveler. Share places as they really are, without the gloss. If you like slow travel and real stories, consider subscribing so you can join us on our next adventure. And speaking of real stories, one of the best ways to understand a place is through its food. Because here in the Azores, every meal tells you something about the islands and the people who live here. The food here is all about freshness and tradition. Fish caught the same morning, octopus stewed in wine, sweetbread still warm from the oven, pineapples grown in São Miguel's greenhouses, cheese from those ever-present cows. People here take their time. Neighbors chat in the street, friends linger over coffee. If you're open, you might just find yourself at a festival or sharing a meal in someone's home. When to visit? May through September is best for weather, and July to August is when you'll catch the festivals. Getting around? You'll want to rent a car on most islands, and ferries or short flights connect them. The currency is the euro, and the language is Portuguese. Though honestly, a lot of locals speak some English too. Weather changes fast here. Blue skies can turn to fog in just minutes. Ferries and flights can get canceled or delayed when the wind picks up. Some islands have only a few tourist facilities, so yeah, a bit of planning really goes a long way. But honestly, that's part of the charm. The Azores haven't been overrun, and that's pretty rare these days. The Azores aren't just somewhere you visit, they're somewhere you feel. In the sound of the waves, the taste of food cooked slowly, the way people still take time for each other. This has been Top Dog Traveler in the Azores. Thanks for coming along for the adventure. And if you want more honest, real-world travel stories, stick around. There's plenty more to come.